going? Drop resistant, water resistant, big battery. That's ITEL Power 80. Live strong, stay powered. Visit your nearest recommended ITEL store today. ITEL Power 80. Built tough, powered longer. For more information, visit our Facebook page, ITEL Zambia.
KFC is all in Pazet. Introducing Kentucky Tuesday. Get 5 pieces of original recipe chicken and 5 zinger wings for only 145 kwacha. Clock it, save 93 kwacha this Kentucky Tuesday with our 5+5 deal. Only this Tuesday. Get to KFC and get a taste. It's finger licking good. T's and C's apply.
Phoenix FM 89.5 in Lusaka, 99.9 in Kabwe. Phoenix FM.
Let's go.
89.3 in the Copperbelt, 106.7 in Mwanzi.
Let's check this out.
Turn your radios up.
Phoenix FM. The weather update is brought to you with the compliments of Fibercom. Fibercom, your absolute connection.
Hello, good morning. Your expected highs today: Livingstone 27 degrees Celsius, Monza 29 degrees Celsius, Lusaka 26 degrees Celsius, Kabwe 28 degrees Celsius, and Ndola 29 degrees Celsius. That's your weather on Phoenix FM.
The weather update was brought to you with the compliments of Fibercom. Fibercom, your absolute connection.
There's shows to be streamed, high scores to be beaten, and business meetings to be held. And Fibercom is the pulse of Zambian and African connectivity that makes it happen. Whether it's the perfect movie nights and gaming with fiber to home, seamless connection at the office with fiber to business, wireless internet at unbeatable prices, corporate VPN that makes any place your office, or keeping your subscribers connected with a wholesale lease line, we've got the best packages to meet your needs with lightning fast internet and data transfer speeds. Visit www.fibercom.co.zm or email us at sales@fibercom.co.zm. You can also contact us on +260 211 365 382 or +260 972 451 451. Fibercom, your absolute connection.
Phoenix FM. Phoenix FM.
Alansunga neshita shonse alambakaine monsiom onyenda alampela fionse fiongabila alansunga Neshita shose Takandeke lenshene lyonse Takansheneko kwabulaena Shakabe muminwe ya mulwani Alasungaine Shose Alansungaine Alambaka Alansungaine Neshita Shose.
I say goodbye to what we had? The good time that made us laugh, I'll wait them back. I thought we get to see forever, but forever is gone. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. I don't know where this road is going to lead. All I know is where we've been and what we've been through. If we get to see tomorrow, I hope it's worth all the wait. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. And I'll take with me the memories to be my sunshine after the rain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. And I'll take with me the memory to be my sunshine after the rain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
Phoenix FM. Phoenix FM.
You unravel me with a melody. You surround me with a song of deliverance from my enemies, till all my fears are gone. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear, 'cause I am a child of God. I'm where I need, baby, bella. Oh, me wani, nimwe. From my mother's womb, you have chosen me. Love has called my name. I've been born again to a family. Your blood flows through my veins. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God.
That's music coming from Bethel together with Tio Nelson. It's called No Longer a Slave. Right here on Phoenix FM. Remember, we are still observing National Mourning in honor of the late former Vice President, Dr. Guy Scott, who will be put to rest today. All right, it's 9:16. Time now for full time. In the studio, I'm joined by Punch as well as MJ. Good morning, gents. How are we doing today?
Morning, Clyde. All right. Could not complain. Just have certain thoughts about the World Cup final. Obviously, we'll get to it. But at the end of the day, we've been good. And how was your weekend, Clyde?
It was very restful. Yeah, very restful weekend. Punch, good morning.
Morning,
How are you
Clyde.
today?
I'm fine.
Okay, how was the weekend?
It was good.
Yeah?
It was good, yeah.
All right. So, last night,
Yeah.
after 39 unforgettable days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the FIFA World Cup 2026 has finally come to an end. What a tournament it has been.
Yes, an amazing tournament. One which, if we look at how things have happened, there was some controversy, then a lot of positive highlights. I have a couple of colleagues who were traveling all across Canada, USA, Mexico. They mentioned that it's the most expensive World Cup that they've been to, but then they loved just how the three countries, how the World Cup was so organized. Traveling by air and getting there. Some even decided to. Some fans even decided to travel by road from one part of the U.S. to just go and watch games. And I feel that the World Cup is an experience, and this is where I feel that we should get some lessons, particularly whenever I think about football. I always think that what are we learning from those of us who particularly are not at the World Cup? What are we learning about on the pitch? What are we learning off the pitch as well? And off the pitch, it was the organization and also the experience. So it wasn't just the football, it was people going out to try out new things, new activities in the US, which maybe are not available in their country, like maybe ice skating. Then they pass through and do ice skating, doing all these activities. And I remember the 2010 World Cup, which was hosted here in South Africa, in Southern Africa, in Africa. You know, if many may not be aware, but Zambia benefited. We benefited indirectly, that people who went to watch the World Cup actually they some of them did a package whereby they go and watch the World Cup, then they pass through Zimbabwe, Botswana, Zambia to do tourism, to see the Victoria Falls and then go there. So we benefited from quite a number of people. I was working in one hotel. This was a year before the World Cup, and for the year which the World Cup was being hosted, I was an intern at this hotel. That year, the rooms were booked during the World Cup. Then I asked one of the managers there, why are the rooms booked in June, July 2010? And they explained, they said that because people will be traveling and then they'll be doing these experiences, so they'll be coming here, and we're talking about not probably thousands came, because that particular hotel, it hosts, it's in Livingston and has hundreds of rooms. Now imagine that it's full. So which means that what about the other hotels? So it was probably thousands of people coming here to Zambia, or several hundred people coming here to Zambia to enjoy the experience. So I always say what we should learn from in our context in Zambia is that football is about football fans feeling excited about the football, and you could feel it watching the World Cup final. I wish I was there. It was one World Cup final whereby I wished I was there, because you got a chance to see some of these stars at the stadium. I saw Pharrell Williams, who
I saw Pharrell Williams.
who I always admired his production. There were actors, the whole Spanish.
Tom Cruise was there.
Tom Cruise was there.
I Show Speed was there. Mr. Beast was there.
You see, all these people were there. And I was also surprised the Spain 2010 team. I don't know if all the members were there, but quite a number. There was Xavi, Iniesta, Sergio Ramos.
Yeah.
I didn't see Piqué though.
No, Piqué wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
Casillas was there.
Casillas was there. So about 8, 9, 10 of them that I saw, and they were there to support Spain. And when Spain won, you could see the way they jumped up.
When Ferran Torres scored the goal.
Yes, when Ferran Torres scored. So just the experience of being there, it was amazing. Even where I was watching from here in Lusaka, I was watching from Matero. It was just an amazing experience watching the game from there.
The experience was amazing. The football itself was just boring. The experience was nice, but the football was boring.
Now, Punch and MJ, every World Cup leaves history behind. This tournament was no different. Obviously, Spain crowned FIFA World Cup champions for the second time, 2010 and today.
Yes, sir.
The first ever 48 team FIFA World Cup.
Yes, sir.
With more nations than ever before.
Yep.
Yeah.
And also the first World Cup hosted by 3 countries.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Mexico, Canada, and of course the United States of America. And the knockout stage also expanded to 32
teams.
32 teams. So let's talk about the African teams. More African nations reached the knockout stage and everything. History.
Not really. In my thinking,
I agree with you, because I always usually say that when there are more teams, the easier it is for you to go to like a round of 13. Like I've said this with the under 17 when they qualified to go to the World Cup. I said because it was just easy. All you had to do was literally just get out of the group stage, and that was it. They won 2 games and drew 1, and that's what they needed. And so the more teams that are there, the easier for you it is. The easier it is for you to proceed to go to the round of 32 and stuff like that. So
there's this thing in the world which has started. It's all over, and it's driven mostly by social media. There's a push for equality, which to be honest is to a degree it's fair, because when FIFA made the decision in the 1930s or up to the 1950s and 1960s on the number of national teams which would participate at the World Cup. What did they make it based on? They probably made it based on favoritism. They said, Europe is going to get so many slots because we are hosting and we are the ones who are backing, financing it. South America also, financial backing, they're going to get quite a number of slots. And Africa, we used to have 1 slot. I think we only got 3 slots in 1990. Imagine that, from 1930 to... Yes, in 1990 we had Egypt, Cameroon... The other team must have been Tunisia or maybe they were just 2. But there was Egypt were there and Cameroon. Those are the ones that I recall. Then 94, I think they expanded a bit. It must have been 3. We only got 5, I think. It must have been 2010. Was it 2010 or somewhere there? So the first thing was that obviously there was not a lot of fairness in how they allocated positions. However, with that said, Africa have gotten a lot of slots now because of this equality, which we say that no, we must be equal. So Europe has 14 slots. So now I say Africa because we're a bigger continent. But really, is our football quality as good? No.
Only the North African teams.
Only maybe the North African teams. Now we have to look at it from this point of view. And I was arguing with a number of friends who are saying that no, we go through to the round of 32. I said, the round of 32 that's like that's like allowing all third place teams to go through, which was what used to happen before. Before, a lot of African teams you would finish third, but it was not good enough to qualify. So FAS have reduced the criteria to qualify, and 9 of our teams qualified. But when you
FIFA,
look,
right?
when you analyze,
FIFA.
Oh, you said FAS.
He said FAS.
Oh, sorry. You're used to talking about Zambian
You
football.
know, right?
So, so FIFA made the decision, and 9 of our teams qualified. But I even said that, trust me, round of 32 to round of 16, most of those teams won't make it through.
Yeah.
And how many made it through?
None.
Only Morocco.
Egypt. Yeah.
And quarterfinals only Morocco.
Yeah.
So what was the difference between before and now? There's no difference. Like only Morocco made it through last time to the quarterfinals. And only, you even see that actually European teams have actually improved. They've gotten better. So from our perspective, our football in Africa is not really improving. We've always been deceived by the same thing, and this deception we have in Africa, it is that we've got this point of view that if we send our players in Europe, then we'll have better national teams that will compete. That is a very wrong way of thinking. I'll give an example. So let's say there's a farm somewhere, right? And then on that farm, there's this farmer who decides to start a business. He decides to start a business of packaging chickens, right? And he now sends his chickens to this other place, which packages them, and then all of a sudden that other place closes. What's going to happen to his business? Because he sends his chickens to this other place, which packages the chickens, right? And then he's able to sell. So he needs that other place to sell the chickens. Now, if that other place closes, he won't sell the chickens because he doesn't have any skill in packaging. Now, that is exactly what Africa does. We send our players to Europe to package them, to refine them, to make them better. Now, this is nothing against Europe. Europe know how to develop players. That is what they've done for years. But the thing which we don't understand and which we've really struggled to understand is, and which Senegal, they figured it out at some point, you remember the 2002 World Cup. Yes. You know, that was the first World Cup where a lot of players from an African team were not born from Africa or had not been trained in Africa. The World Cups before, majority of players like Cameroon in 1990, most of them were born in Cameroon, or all of them, and most of them had studied their football in Cameroon. 2002 was the first World Cup. These players, quite a number of them, had never played football in Senegal. They had played football outside, and they did well. They reached the quarterfinals. But you know what happened? So they were depending on France, they were depending on Belgium, a couple of leagues, to produce their players. But then a challenge happened for Senegal when there was other countries also started having a lot of people from like Mali, Guinea, France, and all these. What ended up happening for this Senegalese national team is that because their players did not have the access they had to play for the top clubs in Europe, because there was more competition, they dropped. Then Senegal realized it. Remember, they didn't qualify for, I think it must have been 2006. Then they realized, wow. So what did they do? They said, no, we need to start producing our own players again. Then they started. They went to the academies, and that's where does Sadio Mane come from? He comes from Senegal. He didn't come from France, from Europe. He came from Senegal, then went to France to play football. After he had already developed, I think he was 18. And so many of their players, in fact, one of their star players, Kamara, this player was playing in the domestic league in Senegal he actually played with in the 2022 COSAFA when Senegal were invited. He was playing in the local league, and now he's one of Senegal's best players. They're producing him. Now, it's not to say that there are no errors here and there, but they understand the system. Unfortunately, in Africa, what has happened is that we have abandoned our academy system, everything, and we are now just believing to pick foreign born players to think they can make a national team. But what happens if France decide to say that, hey, we are not going to prioritize our own? Then African teams will be stuck.
All right.
So,
let's take a quick break for community news headlines with Christine. We'll be right back. This is Full Time.
The community news headlines on Phoenix FM.
Community news headlines. Government hands over mechanized farming equipment in Limulunga. About 1.3 million kwacha released for Kalumbila Cash for Work program. Join us for details on Top of the Hour.
The community news headlines on Phoenix FM. Phoenix FM 89.3 in the Copperbelt.
Simple, boss. Buy any Coca-Cola product with a yellow cap. Find your unique code under the cap. Now star 384 star 24 hash and follow the prompts and stand the chance to win a share of the 2.5 million. Coca-Cola.
Are you under financial pressure? Tottenham Fin Services has a solution for you. We give instant cash loans to civil servants and employees. Bring your 3 latest bank statements, a latest payslip, your NRC, and get an instant loan of up to 5,000 kwacha within 10 minutes. Maximum payback period is 6 months. We are found countrywide in Lusaka, Kawe, Dola, Kitwe, and many other towns. Call 096-677-5064.
Send an email to loans@tottengram.co.zm.
Tottenham Fin Services, a helping hand when you really need it.
We are taxpayer focused. We act with integrity. We are professional. We are innovative and we network. Together, we are building a better Zambia. ZRA, my tax, your tax, our destiny.
120,000 free bets are up for grabs in the Bowler Bet World Cup warm-up with Skyward Deluxe promotion. Simply unlock exciting rewards through Skydrops by making the most of the World Cup build-up drops and climb up the leaderboard for even bigger prizes. The more you play, the more chances you have of winning. Read the terms and conditions in our promo section on www.bowlerbet.co.zm to learn more. Bowler Bet. Prove you know the game.
Sheila not jump in a mix, yeah. Ready to move, you not stop. Ready to drink. Because them ready. Oh, because them ready. Ready for the start, oh, yeah, yeah. Ready to move, you not stop. Drop, ready to drink.
Oh no.
Is that another scam text message asking you to click a link or send money? Don't be fooled. Painting can is sharp by Zambia. Dial star 707 hash to report fraud, scams, and protect your identity. We flag it, you report it. Free and powered by AI.
Airtel, Africa's first spam fighting network.
High school graduates aspiring to study medicine or maybe business-related studies like business administration, project management, or public health? Join Texella American University, the only university training students to practice in Africa, the USA, UK, and beyond. Enroll now as we have limited space available. Also enrolling for our master's and PhD programs. Call or WhatsApp on 0960-691-718 to register. That's 0960-691-718. Study at Texella American University, where dreams become a reality.
Imagine you have exactly 5 minutes to make a full meal. You have to defreeze the food, boil it, spice it, fry it, burn most of it, and finally lose your appetite 30 minutes later. Or simply grab a pack of Bento instant noodles for a full meal in no time. Make effortless meals with new Bento instant noodles. Bento instant noodles. Good, better, Bento.
Your future starts now at Eden University. Enroll this January intake and study in high-demand programs designed to address prevailing national issues in water, sanitation, or pollution, and enforce safety rules to avert hazards in the mining sector. Choose from our Bachelor of Science in Occupational Health and Safety or a Bachelor of Science in Public Health amongst our 6 different faculties. Prefer a diploma? We offer a diploma in Environmental Health, practical, hands-on, and career-focused. Don't wait for opportunities. Prepare for them. Visit Eden University and apply now to secure your place. For details, contact 0971 719 099 or 0974 252 892 or follow our Facebook page, Eden University ZM, for updates and promotions.
Heading to this year's Zambia Agricultural and Commercial Show? Make sure you stop by the Stanbic Bank stand. Meet our friendly team, discover banking solutions for individuals and businesses, and learn how we're helping Zambians grow every day. Whether you're a farmer, entrepreneur, or simply enjoying the show, would love to meet you. Visit the Stanbic Bank stand at the Zambia Agricultural and Commercial Show. Stanbic Bank. Let's keep growing.
You know what, boy? Your ad on socials was fire. Did you use dollars to boost again? What? Have you gone international now?
No, boy. I use Airtel Money Global Pay Card. All you need is your Airtel Money wallet. That's all.
Wait. You boosted your business ad and booked your client's flight with the same card?
Yes, my guy. And I paid for my entertainment subs and bought that sneaker that's been in my shopping cart. Everything handled online via Airtel Money.
From shopping and online subscriptions to travel, go global straight from your Airtel Money wallet with the Airtel Money Global Pay Card. Simply activate, load, and transact to unlock your world. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Builders Village Limited is your one-stop building service provider with over 10 years experience in a wide range of services for your needs. From building your dream home to commercial spaces, you're covered. Full-scale construction, renovation and extensions, expert roofing, tiling, painting, professional project management, solar system installation, road construction, engineering consultancy, and power construction. We also have diaspora plan for Zambians abroad. Let's build your home while you are away. For details, visit us at plot 8836 Chifungulim Road, Woodlands, or www.buildersvillage.net. Email info@buildersvillage.net or call 0777 701220. Builders Village, your one-stop building service provider.
This is a paid-for party political promotion by the party concerned.
tapapitile nchitetaaliyo abaana okukila pali 1 million tabaleya ku masukulu muno kyokyesulu kya Zambia pamulandu wakutila abafyashi tabalekwanisha iyo pali leero abaana okukila pali 2.5 million ebabwelele ku masukulu balesambile obusaka n'okwikala bwino pambawo kabiri balabapekanisha n'efyakulya ukonkana omulimu wakulisha abaana ku masukulu waima muno kyokyesu endalama shabuya ntanshi constituency development fund CDF eshindalama shiri afulisha pakalambanga nshimukampula emikale y'abantu munkyendesha lekalekana kateka wa kino kyalo bari alebombesha pamuna babubuteeko pakupiribula efintu kuli okupiribula efintu fyalekalekana apali n'omulandu wakufushesha nkito shakubombako abekala kyalo ekyo mwebekala kyalo pa 13th August 2026 saleni agayinde ekilema nga kateka wa kino kyalo bonse kyapamu na tutwale Zambia pantanshi.
This is a paid-for party political promotion by the party concerned.
There is no room for political violence. There is no room for cadreism. As citizens, we must reject all forms of violence. We must all say no to hate speech. That is out, and we must work together here to moving Zambia forward together.
On the 13th of August 2026, vote for Hakainde Hichilema
as President of the Republic of Zambia. And let us continue to move Zambia forward together.
Mapona grapes pano, orange, banana, na shamba zonse zilipo, budari mgule. Business yavuta mwe. Away from business, mavuti ni manje. Mudivu kachimutaka. Ine nibiredi boy. Ahiwe. Olo ni vote, olo sina vote, difference paribe. Business zankara ini mbeza kono. Ifunika mpanga kondalama. So, sili vote yako ine. Iya inaiwe. Vote yako ina mpanvu. Ni one day chambe kuvota. Vote yako imozi chambe ipanga difference ikuru. Ngati suna vote. Usira wenangu mpata ya chitukuko. Baduzika, vamene wakamba vapanga sense. Za vota boy. Good. Chigwire wewe. Don't just talk about the future. Cast your vote. Be heard. Be counted. Zambia votes 13th of August 2026. Count me in.
Phoenix FM. Phoenix FM. Phoenix FM.
Welcome back. This is a full time right here on Phoenix FM. And we are also joined by Casimiro. Good morning, Casimiro. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. Good morning.
All right. If you want to call, feel free to do so. 226-841-0978-895. Now, for the first time in FIFA World Cup history, halftime featured, of course, a star-studded entertainment show for fans inside the stadium, and of course, millions watching around the world. All right. Do you think it was a brilliant innovation, or
I should have done it in the beginning?
Not at halftime.
Not at halftime show. But either way, they're used to doing that because of the NFL. The Super Bowl.
That's why they copied.
So they usually do it in the middle of the game. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Obviously, Post Malone, Justin Bieber, BTS, Shakira, guys who've been listening to for quite a while. Well, didn't mind that one.
Madonna.
Madonna as well. Yeah, right.
I even saw Burna Boy was there.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. Yeah. Shakira, that song, Burna Boy and Shakira song.
Yes.
The official World Cup song.
It was this I like the halftime show, and I've always been, but then I feel that the World Cup, some of the rules have changed, like the water breaks and then the adverts, like. I feel that it was Americanized, and then the Spanish players got a ring. They got a ring for winning the World Cup.
Oh, they gave them a ring.
They gave them rings, all of them.
That's
rings,
cool though. I like that. That's cool. That's unique.
That's American.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, but you get the medals, you get the ring and the World Cup, because that would be unique to them. Because the Spanish would be like, that's the first time that's happened. Yes, I know it's Americanized, but now imagine you have a ring, punch saying you're the 2026 champion.
You have a medal.
A medal and a ring, and you put them side by side.
I think if you are hosting it, they should get some of the culture of the country.
That's how the Mexican way.
Yes.
Okay,
the
you're not wrong, because even in the Olympics, the medal is always like they always incorporate like some of the culture of whatever country.
So what? I mean, what's the point of hosting an event in a country and then you don't get any elements of...
Well, some of them had to remain, Clyde. The Vuvuzela, that one had to go. No, that one had to go. That one, I think we can all agree. It's good.
I like the
the noise.
Do you think it should now become like the halftime show should become a permanent feature for future World Cup?
No. I think what Casemiro said, I think that was just the American side of it. The Super Bowl, what they do at halftime, the halftime Super Bowl show, which is obviously this year it was Bad Bunny and stuff like that. But this year, but at the end of the day, who are we? They can change it according if that's what they choose to do. But we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I feel the halftime show can remain, but water breaks.
Depends where they play though.
Was it a commercial? I think that was.
No, that was
purely commercial.
I think it was hot. I don't know the but I hear that it was because those are countries in the what they call the above the equator. So this time above the equator, I think it's the hot season. They were even showing reports that in Canada there's a forest which is burning and it's affecting the US. So it's hot. So I understand that because it's hot, you can go for a water break, but the adverts, it's a little bit too much.
Overdrive, the overkill.
Do you think somehow it disturbs the rhythm of the game?
Yes, I think particularly African teams may have been disturbed by it, because every time after they came back, hey, Mario.
But you had said earlier that the football is not that good.
Hi there, good morning.
Morning, everyone in the studio.
Morning, sir.
This is Mwenya calling from Copperbelt.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I enjoyed the World Cup, but what I didn't like those water breaks. So then we are like changing football. Instead of being played in two halves, we are bringing quarters, like we are talking about netball, basketball. Those are the games that are played in quarters. I don't know the take for IFAB, because the laws there are clear, and then coupled with the half-time, prolonged half-time, because there is also a prescribed period. I stand to be corrected. So what is IFAB saying about those? Those are the custodians of the laws of the game. If we want to make football also played in quarters like netball, well, we need to amend the rules, but I didn't agree, especially with the water breaks. Let football be football, and other sporting discipline be other discipline. Of course, taking part of the culture of the Americans, there's no problem there. But I'm just against the water breaks and the prolonged half-time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You know, he's got a point, Mwenya. You know, the rules have been changed. So water breaks have not been, are not recent. Well, I think the first time I exposed, maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
The Qatar.
Yes, I think it was in Qatar, yes.
Because you know, it's humid. It's humid.
Yes.
Took it the end of the year as well.
Yeah.
So it was hot. But then here's the thing. So there was an incident in Zambia. I can't remember. I think FC Muza were playing FC Leopards. And what happened, there was a water break. And I'll explain why. So the water break is happening. And then the referee, I can't remember who the referee was. The referee blew, and I can't remember, one of the two teams went and scored. I can't remember if it was FC Muza or Prison Leopards then. One of the two teams went and scored.
It was Leopards. It was against Muza.
So who's the one who scored?
Leopards scored against Muza.
And then it all pandemonium broke loose. They were blaming the referee. You know why? Because, and this is what the referee said, and I talked to a referee to say why were they upset. But then the referee said that water breaks are not for the rules. That water breaks are not for tactical, for talking tactics. They're just for drinking water. That's it. But then the FC Muza coach, it was Lamek Banda, yes, I remember now. He went and he was talking to his players, advising them. Then the referee blew while they're still talking to the players. Wow. FC Leopards went and scored.
Yes, and because the players are on the pitch, the game can start.
The game can start. But now, the rules have changed. Have you noticed that water breaks, they are giving tactical advice. They're coaching the team. So now, I'm saying, like, how have FIFA changed the rules within a short period of time? When on one occasion they're saying water breaks are not for tactical, just for drinking water, and then all of a sudden now teams are giving tactics, and the referee is not allowed to start the game until all teams finish drinking their water. So I feel these changes by FIFA will bring confusion, particularly to a lot of particularly local leagues. When they do one set of rules. So what do we do in Zambia now? Is it going to be an opportunity for water breaks? I need to check the rules of the game, but I'm not aware of when the rules changed to say water breaks should now be for giving instructions for the players. It should just be for drinking water. The referee, he can blow at any point. If the players are on one side, that's their problem. The other team can go and score.
All right. Away from all the controversies around, this World Cup, let's talk about football itself. Players, who was For you, let me start with you, Casimiro, because you've just joined us. Who was your player of the tournament?
Yeah, for me, I always love seeing a good defensive performance. So, obviously, player of the tournament is the Mbappes, the Haalands, and whatnot. But for me personally, I enjoyed watching Pau Kubasi for Spain, composed at the back. He's not big, physical, but he just reads the game well. Brilliant defender, and he's young as well. So yeah, Pau Kubasi for me. Yeah, I think he's up there. And then obviously I have to give it. The only reason Spain won yesterday is because of Arsenal. Because our boy Mikel Merino got them there. Come on. Yeah, you know, I have to shout him out. But yeah, Pau Kubasi for me at the back for Spain was exceptional at the back. Kokorea as well was good. But yeah, Pau Kubasi was very good. Young defender, first World Cup, to play with that kind of composure. It goes back to what we're speaking about, development, you know, in Europe. So yeah, good. But obviously I think the common answers would be Messi, Mbappe. They all had a fantastic World Cup. For me personally, I enjoyed seeing a defender do well.
MJ, which player stood out for you?
Mbappe. I mean, 22 games, 22 goals. He even got the Guinness World Record for that. And Mbappe was just fantastic. It was a pleasure to watch him play. You know, each time he touched the ball, something happened. It's just unfortunate that I don't know what they were doing on Saturday. You know, if that was the final itself, that would have been a fun one. But unfortunately, we got a boring final. But such is football.
Punch, 10 goals for Mbappe at this World Cup. 22 goals in total.
Yeah, so it's just amazing. He scored 10 goals this time, and it was, is it 8 or 6 goals last World Cup?
Top goal scorer as well.
So he was the top goal scorer, 2 back-to-back top goal scorers. So that's historic. Firstly, I was checking the statistics, and I found it amazing that you know, some things I believed were never true. Like Pele has never been top scorer at a World Cup.
Really?
No! I actually found it shocking. I went checked nothing. It's like, how? How come? Like, I was always thinking that he was a top scorer. No, never.
Are you serious?
Yes, never been top scorer. So it's been interesting because now that measures like for Mbappe, and then also 10 goals. The last time a player scored 10 goals was way back. So this was sometime in the 1960s, I think. So it just was, and then 1950s there was a striker called Jules Fontaine of France. He scored 13. So no player has ever scored 13 goals ever at the World Cup. He scored 13. So since then it's been very difficult to score 10, but Kylian Mbappe managed to score 10. Which is obviously he has one game more than a lot of the other players before, but still, it's amazing, and he's such he's still got maybe a couple of World Cups to his name, and he's such a striker who's so difficult. I watch a lot of his videos, and you know, I hope a lot of our upcoming players, wherever, particularly here in Zambia, are able to, particularly strikers, are able to watch some of these YouTube videos, because a concern I have, particularly for a lot of the younger generation, those who were born, like who are now upcoming, maybe 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha, that's what they call Gen Alpha.
Wait. Gen Alpha starts from where, though? 2010 and going up, huh?
2010.
So that's still
16. They're 16.
So 15, 15, 16. An issue I talked to a lot of the young players is that they don't tend to watch like a lot of, like, you know, the football, like content, the way some of the older players would watch to see how this player moves.
Break it down. A lot of them don't. When I talk, at least the ones in Zambia that I talk to, when I see some of them at academies, they admire the players, but they're not watching to at least, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, Casimiro, because you deal with them firsthand.
Yeah, not all of them. I mean, there's some that are just obsessed with the game. Like some, like from like 7 years, they're just obsessed. They can tell you how many games were played over the weekend, and there's some where the interest grows over time.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. A lot of players don't watch the game to see how does this player in my position, how does he play, how does he move. And this is something that I remember a few years ago when Patson Daka was at Salzburg. He just coming up, he did a podcast, and I tried to find it on Spotify. He did a podcast and he was talking about how he always watches Suarez, like the movement, and you can kind of tell, you know, the way Patson moves, you can kind of tell, like, okay, he's trying to emulate the same thing. But yeah, a lot of players, it depends from player to player, but it's not as common. I don't see it as common with young kids. But yeah, and you know, most of them will be, maybe he's a defender, he's a 15-year-old, but he's saying, I like Ronaldo, and I'm like, but you should be watching.
You should be watching a defender.
See what he does in his position. There's nothing wrong with liking Ronaldo, but you know, if you want to improve as well, you might as well see and try to copy what someone in your position does. But it really depends from who you ask. Some are very obsessed with the game, you know, some are, you know, it grows over time.
So, but basically that's the thing. The movement of Kylian Mbappe, when I watch some of the videos and you see that he brings a defender close. So then when the defender just makes, and the way he's just so, just makes that one step, that like it's a second, like, you know, millisecond. Just that one step, he times it, you beat the defender.
The awareness.
Exactly.
Speed of thought. There's a thing, they say speed of thought beats, I think, physical speed, something like that.
And that's the thing. So my cousin Mwinga, I hope he may be listening something. So he was a good footballer in the 90s. So I always used to get surprised the way he would get the ball and the way he would just, you know, distribute it. He used to be called Babangida. You know, there used to be that Tijani. So I used to, that's what he used to be. When you get the ball. And then I asked him one day, and this was way back, how do you do that? Like, how? Then he says that, I think before I have the ball, I've already thought 2-3 steps ahead. That is how I play. So I said, how? How? Because for me, it did not make sense. For me, I was not that so good in football. I tried. Was that when I got the ball, that's when now you start thinking. But he was thinking 2-3 steps ahead. And that is what separates the great players. I was also watching some video of some of the best midfielders, like the likes of Christian Eriksen, particularly there's Fabian Ruiz, and how these guys will and I can't remember which player. I think it was not a player, Arsene Wenger. Yes, he said it in a not a podcast. He was being interviewed. He says that the best players, particularly best midfielders, scan around them 3 to 8 times. Average players scan just 3 to 8 times. He mentioned every 4 or 5 seconds. They're scanning, their awareness, they're looking at them. Why am I on the pitch? And that's why you see certain players, you get surprised. He shoots the ball without looking because he's already scanned. You already see, oh, there's the post. He knows where he is on the pitch. And that is, Kylian Mbappe is an example of someone who has got, it's not just skill. And this is what I've always told, particularly here in Zambia, that some of the players, you know, someone will tell me there's this player who's good. And then you see that the player is good, he can dribble. But does he have their awareness? You know, those small things. And Kylian Mbappe, he's such an amazing player. When you watch him and how he executes,
that was the masterclass on itself. The way he was playing, he has to be studied.
And let's also not take it away from Olise as well. I think he had 7 assists. I think there was he obviously to give assists, you also have to be aware. Obviously, those guys are played together, you know. And I just give it to Olise. It's just unfortunate he was shut down against, not unfortunate, Spain just had a good game plan. But he played a good World Cup, 7 assists overall.
I haven't watched him too much, particularly
Bayern?
I think
one of those players that just, he makes the game look easy. Makes it look very easy.
All right, let's take a quick break for community news, and then when we come back, we'll be wrapping up. This is Full Time.
Next customer.
These bills keep draining me.
Hi, madam. How are you?
Hello there. I am well. Just about to give you the remainder of my salary.
Mandy?
Wait! I just got a cashback from Stanbic.
Really?
I thought I was finished.
Must be nice having a bank that pays your bills.
Wandy?
Switch your salary accounts today. Visit your nearest Stanbic branch or call 8200 for details. Terms and conditions apply.
This time check is brought to you by Stanbic Bank.
It's 10 hours. Community news up next.
This time check was brought to you by Stanbic Bank.
Phoenix FM.
Check. There we go.
106.7 Bonzi. The community news on Phoenix FM.
And now community news. The headlines. Government hands over mechanized farming equipment in Limulunga. About 1.3 million kwacha released for Kalumbila Cash for Work program. And now the details. Government has handed over a hammer mill and 10 treadle pumps to vulnerable farming communities worth 118.86 million kwacha in Limulunga district of Western Province. Minister of Community Development and Social Services Permanent Secretary Beatrice Chilomo explained the aim of government is to boost and empower household food security and reduce poverty in rural areas. Speaking at the handover ceremony in Limulunga, Ms. Chilomo said the drive to rural economic growth and the fight for food security through agriculture equipment is one way of ensuring the mechanization, sustainable farming and value addition at local level. Zanis reports that Ms. Chilomo say the equipment handed over to local communities of Sopu area in the Mulunga district is a living testimony of improving and promoting agriculture mechanization through modern technology under the government's Food Security PAC FSP program. Meanwhile, Barotse Royal Establishment BRA representative Induna Muyunye Chimumbe expressed gratitude to government for the timely intervention, saying it will significantly improve the lives and economic status of the community. Government has disbursed about 1.3 million kwacha to Kalumbila district for the implementation of the July 2026 revised Cash for Work program. Speaking in an interview with Zanis in Kalumbila, Assistant Public Relations Officer Batsheba Lubumbe said the allocation reaffirms the government's commitment to supporting vulnerable households through temporary employment while improving community infrastructure. Ms. Lubumbe said the recruitment of beneficiaries took place from July the 13th to 15th, 2026 across the district's respective wards, after which the verification exercise is being conducted before community works commence this month. She explained that successful beneficiaries will undertake labor-intensive public works, including environmental cleaning, drainage maintenance, road reserve clearing, and other community improvement activities for a period of 10 days, during which they will earn temporal income. Ms. Lubumbe noted that the revised Cash for Work program forms part of the government's broader social protection agenda aimed at strengthening household resilience, promoting community participation, and improving the environment. To end community news headlines once again, government hands over mechanized farming equipment in Limulunga. About 1.3 million kwacha released for Kalumbila Cash for Work program. Keep listening to Phoenix FM.
The community news on Phoenix FM.
Mornings are a race, but dry skin, that's one problem that I don't carry into the boardroom. My hands never stop, but I still deserve skin that feels cared for. My vibe has to stay fresh, and so does my skin, Derma Focus Moisturizing Cream. Rich in vitamin E, it absorbs quickly, never greasy, with almond and coconut tissue oil for that radiant, picture-perfect look,
Derma Focus Lock-In Moisture, available in tissue oil, aloe and cucumber, almond and coconut, and camphor. Confident skin, a glow you can trust.
Guys, is this hotspot even on? I've been trying to submit for like 10 minutes. This lecturer is strict.
My G, I can't even catch up with the class I missed. It's frozen. The lecturer looks like a statue.
We can't live like this, Naimwe. Aren't we like at the University of Soft Life?
Imagine,
Say goodbye to your hotspot woes. What you need is to get unlimited with Airtel's 5G home Wi-Fi with fast speed. Perfect for assignments, group calls, streaming, and late night study marathons. Plus, you get a free device, free installation, and internet that won't leave you stranded at $23.59 before submission, even if the power goes out. Call or WhatsApp 0971 333 222 or visit an Airtel shop near you and get unlimited today.
This is a paid-for party political promotion by the party concerned.
Imazuba aenda ibana banji mujisi bali gwalirwa iguya gujigolo nkambo ibayali banyina imali elesunu 2.5 million iyabana bajoga musigolo gabakala amad besigi agulya bulimbo baya winda mumayale ahumende agusanina ibana ibajigolo mujisi jonse ibantu baganana igambo gumwe ikuti twendele munzila iyelete bali ulazumanana gubelega ibuzuba abuzuba mbwena mbutwagaleta iluiyo ilwa sambatuli tulazumanana ikutekwa ulyamwana ulindila amigwashi ilomboya ijanejolwe ijakuyihemwana pakubona ilusumpuko pakataliga ikubambulula ono atumaniye imulimo mu August 14th 2026 mukuhotela hagainde hizilema ikubamuleliwa jisi ija Zambia ikutola ijisi gumbele.
Zambia, are you ready to light up your fire? Join thousands of players enjoying the excitement of 22Bet Zambia. Register today and get a massive 300% welcome bonus on first deposit. Start with as little as 20 kwacha and receive up to 5,000 kwacha in bonuses. More value, more excitement, more opportunities to play and win. Fire starts here. Visit 22bets.co.zm today and start winning. T's and C's apply. Bet responsibly. 18 plus only. Zambia. It's time to light up your fire.
Phoenix FM. Phoenix FM. Phoenix FM.
Welcome back. You are still tuned in to Full Time right here on Phoenix FM. Now, Spain are the champions, but when the World Cup started, did you see Spain playing the final and also not just playing the final but winning it?
No, honestly, no.
Not in the final.
Spain not in the final.
I made so many predictions.
I thought it would be France. I thought it would be France and Argentina. I forgot that Spain won the Euros, and they played a good Euros as well. So, no, congratulations to Spain, though. I think this is the first time ever where the men's and the women's are champions at the same time. Yes. Yeah, it's the first time in history. Yeah, men and women are champions of the world at the same time. So, congratulations to both.
That's amazing.
And the women won the World Cup at every age group. Yep, 17.
Yep.
20 and senior.
Yeah. The ladies are. Yeah.
What is Spain doing?
The World Cup.
They're doing. Yeah, they're developing. Everything is so. They're so focused on developing every aspect of the game, not just playing. Everything, coaching, education. Yeah. So yeah, kudos to them.
Is that the reason why, if you look at the Premier League, I think most of the top clubs there's a Spanish head coach.
Right.
Yeah. So
Liverpool. Arsenal.
Man United.
Who's the head coach at Liverpool now?
Is it
Slot got fired.
Slot got fired. So
there's that guy who was at Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Iraola. Yes, you're right. Yes, you're right. And he comes from the same education system as Arteta, Xabi Alonso. They all come from that Basque region in Spain.
All they come from.
Yeah. Xabi's at Chelsea now.
Yep.
Maresca is at City.
No, Maresca is Italian.
Oh yeah, he's not.
He's not Spanish.
No, Enzo. No, he's Italian.
Enzo is an Italian.
He comes from Guardiola's school of thought, so makes sense.
Yeah, I think So Spain have, and I always say this, that Spain have benefited from tiki-taka, and the school of thought is not actually Spanish. It's Dutch. It's Johan Cruyff, Johan Cruyff was thought a lot about football. So he went to develop the Barcelona academy. Then he was coached there for a while. Then even Jose Mourinho was at Barcelona.
Yeah.
Where he was a translator initially under that's Brian Robson. So you get to see this philosophy now all throughout. And for those of us particularly, I always say that what can we do if we're seeing Spain develop? The big challenge in Zambian football, I always say, is that we have this mentality. When I discuss with officials, look at what Spain are doing, and then just a punch. This is Zambia. I'm just like, okay.
But I agree with them, Punch, though. They're not wrong.
Yeah, no, they're not wrong, but shouldn't we be ashamed? When we say that this is Zambia, which means that this is Zambia, which means that it can't work, which means that we've just given up on our football. So if we say this is Zambia, which means that we're agreeing that we are mediocre, because we're not even among the top 20 countries in Africa. We're 21, and then what number are we in the 92 in the world now? 92. So are we happy? Why don't we change our mentality? And I always give my personal view of this on in 2009. I just had interest in football, and I've told this story many times, but I'll tell it really briefly. 2009, I had interest in football, and then I approached Lusaka Dynamos. Lucky enough, I found them, vice chair there, Madeli Sokamanga, was just like, oh, you have good ideas, marketing, so go and talk to Hanif. So I met Mr. Hanif, the late Hanif then, and then he says, no, let's work together, let's see how we can promote the club, market the club so that more people can come, potentially sponsors. Remember my first day there, so I'm there, I go for a training session, then the players are just laughing. So I get surprised, and then they're pointing at me. Then after some time, I talked to some of the players, senior players who I respected, then just said that, Bwana, what you are doing here is a joke. So this is Zambian football. You think you can find us sponsors, and then Lusaka Dynamos were training from Queensmead then. You think you can find us sponsors? You can't. This team is useless. That then they started laughing that you are not serious if you think you can do anything in Zambian football. I felt so bad, so depressed. I never went there again. And I think I just told Mr. Kamanga that no, I'll be busy. I never went there. I just went for that one training session. I never went there again because I was so depressed. But then here's the funny thing. Fast forward to 2015. That was 2009 one day. So 2015, I get a call from a man who I knew who had worked with one or two football projects before, Mofia Tsara, who had just been named as the new Lusaka Dynamos chairman. And he says, and I just started working here at Phoenix, and I was talking about marketing, all these things. I was talking on radio, and people are listening. So he says, Punch, come at Lusaka Dynamos. All those things you talk about on radio, come at Lusaka Dynamos, we see. So that we work together, and you are part of the EXCO, and you have media, marketing, you'll be helping us. So I go there. And then the first thing we do is that we plan to market Lusaka Dynamos so that we get our players, so that people get excited about them, and so that we also find sponsors. Quite within 3 months, two months, we got sponsors. Huawei is a well-known world brand, not just world brand. They came and sponsored Lusaka Dynamos. It was the first ever sponsorship which Lusaka Dynamos ever had in its history. Lusaka Dynamos were formed in the 1970s. First ever sponsorship. And then we got Conrad Lutang. Everyone started talking about him, Golden Boy. He was called up for the Zambia national team. The first time a Lusaka Dynamos player had been called up in the national team for over 7-8 years. So why do I bring up this story? I bring up this story because that Lusaka Dynamos, when I went there, we had problems, big problems of issues of money. Sometimes players would not have money. So it wasn't that things were good. The only thing that changed about Lusaka Dynamos was that and I'm not saying I'm the one who took the Huawei sponsorship. I'm not saying that. But we worked together as a team. The only thing that changed was mentality. So from a situation whereby people at the club then, or a few people at the club then, 2009, like the players, were thinking that this is Zambia, nothing can work. This is rubbish. To bring in new people with a new mindset, everything shifted. Lusaka Dynamos, then after years, they had money. Then the same players who laughed at me, because I was saying that Lusaka Dynamos, 2009, Lusaka Dynamos, we should have star players coming from across Africa. But Aniseka, 2017, 8 years on, Lusaka Dynamos got the best player in the Ugandan league, Joseph Ocha. Lusaka Dynamos got some of the best players in the Nigerian league, Ghanaian league, top scorer in the Zimbabwean league. And the only thing that changed is one thing: the mentality of the club. Then everything else followed. Money followed, resources followed. So my point is that for us to even like do some of these ideas, we can't say it is Zambia. We need to change our mentality and say that what can we use to now, so that we go to the World Cup next time? How can football officials support the vision of the Football Association of Zambia? How can coaches be better developed? Once we start thinking that way, if you're a football official and you're one of those who think this is Zambia, you are part of the problem of why Zambia is position number 21 and why other countries who have less resources than us are above us in the world of football. They are in 10, 11. So we need to improve our mindsets.
All right. As we wrap up, MJ.
Yes, sir.
What will you remember about this year's World Cup?
Well, great. Obviously, Mbappe had a great. Was the man of the tournament. 10 goals, and obviously Spain winning it. And obviously, I think for those who are interested, obviously the player of the tournament was Golden Ball went to Kylian Mbappe. Player of the tournament went to Rodri. Golden Glove went to Unai Simon, and then Pau Kubasi won Young Player of the tournament. Yeah. So
Rodri has won everything.
I know Rodri he might take the Ballon d'Or again.
No, he won't win the Ballon d'Or.
I don't think
so. Who will win the Ballon d'Or this time around?
I think Dembele or Mbappe.
And also shout out to the men's futsal team as well, who are preparing. So they played against Tanzania and beat them 6-0. And as obviously October, that's when the men's AFCON futsal is happening. So for those who are interested,
Casemiro.
Yeah, unfortunately, I remember Lautaro Martinez sinking England out of the World Cup. But yeah, kudos to Spain. But yeah, for me, unfortunately, that header will be etched in my mind forever.
It's okay, you'll survive.
Punch. Brilliant World Cup, brilliant ending.
All right. And this is all we had for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until Friday on the Ultimate Football Show at 11:30. Stay tuned right here on Phoenix FM.
Phoenix FM. Phoenix FM. Phoenix FM.
The Zambia statistics